Old Alabama Gardener, and today I'm talking about my latest litter of baby rabbits. At the end of each cage, I have this box. You see this brown looking box, and this allows the rabbits to get in out of the wind, and if it gets too cold, they can go in there and keep warm. And so you can see how I can open it here, and you'll see in a moment why that being able to open it is so important. Now this is what I'm going to use to provide heat for baby rabbits when the weather is really cold. And you notice up in the left corner it says Seedling Heat Mat. And what this does when you're using it for seedlings is it provides good bottom heat and will cause your seedlings, your seeds to sprout rather quickly. So we're going to use it in a nest underneath the nest box, and I'll show you that next. Okay, here's my secret. All right, so here's that brown box. I got the door open, or the top, and you see the heat mat laying in the bottom. I'm going to show you a little bit more about it. And of course we got the wire running out the other side so that the rabbits cannot get to the wire to chew on that. So I'm going to lay it down here in the bottom of the large box, and then I'm going to set the nest box on top of it. Now you can put down some shavings if you want to over the top of it. What I'm going to do is put the nest box on it, and then we will put some shavings inside the nest box, some shavings or some hay. Now this nest box is already in use, so I'm using it just to show you this, how I position this heat mat under where the babies are going to be born. Now this is the mama rabbit, and I have been trying repeatedly since October, late October, to get her bred so that we would be having kits in November. But I didn't get that done. And so now, as she's beginning to pick up and stash hay to make a nest, I didn't think she was pregnant. But I decided that I would go ahead and put the nest box in just in case. Now this was the 17th of December. Now she kindly began to run out of hay, so you can see me come by in the background there, bringing in some more hay for her. And over here in the next cage is the daddy rabbit. Of course, he's just going about his business like nothing else is going on. And that background sound that you hear is raining. Now let's go back to the mama rabbit, because I put a whole bunch of hay in there. And you can see her beginning to get get mouthfuls of it. It's amazing how much they'll be able to get in their mouth. And she'll carry it into the large box there and put it in an area building her nest. Now folks, let me tell you, for us that are raising rabbits, when we see the female or the mama rabbit, the doe, picking up this hay in her mouth like that, taking it into a location to build a nest, we are excited. That is one of the happiest minutes or moments of our day, because we know what's going on next. But I'm going to tell you, I really thought she was experiencing a false pregnancy. But I'll show you later what happened. On the morning of 24 December, 7 days after she started building the nest, I came out and I could see that the daddy rabbit was raising a ruckus in his cage because he knew something was going on. I opened up the box, I looked in the nest box, and you could see what I just saw, which was 9 kits, 9 baby rabbits. And mama rabbit was still cleaning herself up. You can see that me putting the nest box in, even though I didn't think she was pregnant, turned out to be a good thing. On the morning of the 25th, one day after they were born, I came out to look at them, and this kit here was out of the nest box, and it was cold, was not moving. I thought it was dead. but I decided I would bring it in the house and do my best to warm it up and see what went on. So as you see, I've got it cupped in my hands. I'm in the house. When that hand would get cold, I would switch it over to the other hand and keep warming it up. Now you see me looking at its paws, and you do not see any blood pooling. In other words, the paws are not red. I mean, the nails are not red. But you did see it start to yawn and move a little bit. So I knew that we were going to get this one warmed up enough that we could put it back in the nest, which I did. Now, on the morning of the 26th of December, 2 days after the kits were born, I came out to check them, and I found 4 of them still in the nest box, still under the fur and everything, but they were dead. You can see in this picture here, their nails are red. That's what they call pooling or blood in the nails. And when that occurs, the kit is dead. And so, and why? I don't know. They were not cold because of the heat pad that I had in there. They were still in the nest. They weren't laying outside the nest, but they were just dead. Now, perhaps there was something wrong with them. We'll never know, but you know how nature is in taking care of things. So those 4 were dead, and that left me down with 5. Now, it's 1 week after they were born. We're at 31 December, or almost a week, 31 December, and we'll take a look and see how the remaining 5 are doing. Okay, here's the remaining 5 at 1 week of age. Looking good, little fat bellies. Some of them are a little larger than the others, but they're all looking pretty good. And you'll notice how white they are. So in only 1 week, they have developed their first little coats of fur. Now it is 11 days since they were born. It is 3rd of January. And let's take a look at them because they are beginning to get their eyes open. And they're starting to move around in the nest box and just generally growing out pretty good.